episode 2 of Rise of the Phoenix. Now, we'll see a little bit of a spoiler just now. This was meant to be a triple header at the end of season because I thought that the title was going to go to the last game of the season. But as you see, we have won 4-0 in the second last game of the season against Europa FC to take the title. And that means we've sealed a double so far this season so far, and we're still at 2 trophies to go for, so we can win the quadruple. Unfortunately, without the captain and our left midfielder for 2 to 3 months because he picked up a torn groin muscle. But we've made a debut for a youngster as well, which is great to see, and we've qualified for the Champions League next season as well. So we'll set our budget for next season. As you see, 27,500 per week we can spend on wages, and 1.06 million is our transfer kit. As you see just now, we're spending £25,160 per week on wages. We're a little bit under our cap. We might have to readjust the wage budget and the transfer budget to make sure we're under the cap. And we're going to go on and we're going to do the 2 cup finals. As we'll see, we're on a little bit of a winning streak so far. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches with not losing. We're in 8 matches in a row, we're in terrific form, and we'll skip the next match against Gibraltar United and we'll straight into the Senior League Cup final against Angles, and then we'll head into the Magpies game in the Rock Cup final. So that's where you get to see me next. You'll get to see me next at the Senior League Cup final. So we've reached the Senior League Cup final, and as you see, we're going to take on Angles in this match. We're getting into the match. As you see, I think we're 1 to 6 favourites going into this match, so we're massive favourites to win this cup final. And let's look at the players that are out first. As you see, we're missing a reserve goalkeeper, Dylan Mascarenas. We're missing our first choice left back, Mark Hawkes, and I miss our captain, Germanis Campos Garcia. So we're just going to quick pick the team because we need to shell the side down to 5 subs, and should have done that. And let's see if they've picked anyone that I don't want on the team and anyone on the bench that I need to change. But I'm quite happy with that. The only thing I would change is him being on the bench. I'll take him, Brad Taylor, off the bench, and I will put on Templeman instead, put another centre half instead. So we've got 2 centre halves, a right back, a centre mid, and a striker cover. In fact, we might put, oh, he's playing, so it's okay. So we're going to get into this. In fact, we'll make one change. We'll take off Grant Smith and we'll put on Dylan Faulkner because he's my first choice striker. These are my first 2 choice strikers. As you see, 33 goals between them this season. So they've been on fire so far this season. And we'll go on to the match. Now, as you know, the first episode I was quite nervous on. It's the first time I've been nervous in a video for a long time. As you see, we're 1 to 6 favourites. Angles are 10 to 1 and the draws 5 to 1. But it's a completely different style of video that I have to do compared to my normal videos, where I've got all my stats in front of me and nothing can change, whereas in Football Manager anything can change at any point. You lose a goal, it changes the outcome of the match. So you can't plan in advance what you're going to say and what you're going to do in each video. So it's completely different recording a sports video preview than it is doing a video like this. So we'll just get into the match and we'll see what happens in this match. So we kick off and we were hoping to get a treble under the bag. We've won 2 cups already this season. We'll be hoping to make it 3 with the Senior League Cup. We'll start in the front foot here. And I don't think anything will come because it's the first highlight and nothing comes as usual. So it's interesting to see how much possession we have in this match. We have been on a very good run of recent times. I'll show you after this match how good the run's been because we managed to wrap up the league season with 2 games to go, even though it was very tight until that point, until we got all those wins. We ended up with 59 points at the end of the season. We won our last game by a goal to nil against Gibraltar United, which obviously seen them relegated as well because they were bottom of the league as we played them, and obviously they had no points, so they couldn't advance ahead of the 9th place team. So we're on the attack here just now, and the ball goes to Dylan Faulkner. Oh, penalty kick, and it's a chance to make it 1 goal to 0 here with a penalty. Oh no, it's Glenn Gilbert's get hit the penalty. Now he is the worst penalty taker in my team, As you see, there's a yellow card just been dished out to the Angles player. But I'm not confident with Glenn Gilbert taking this penalty. He's been a hero in other people's saves, and he makes it 1-0 in the cup final. Surprisingly enough, he finally scores a penalty. He always misses penalties, but he's scored this penalty. Generally doesn't take penalties. I really should switch it, but now there's a highlight straight after the goal, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. They look like they're going to take the ball forward onto the front foot. On up with intercepted, Bob's gave it to Chirac, who's gave it to Mark. Then it's into Gildersleeve. What can the Gibraltar International do? Give it ball into the box and we'll score here. Back post, Jaden Parody, 2-0. Oh, it's offside. Yep. Foul against Jaden Parody and it's still 1-0. It's disappointing. Handball was the call against Parody at the back post. It remains 1-0. Good start we've made so far in this game. We're hoping to carry this on in this match and get the title of the Senior League Cup for another successive year. We've been quite good in this cup, won it the last 2 years, and we've been quite successful, as I just said before. We haven't been successful in cup competitions up to this point, apart from the Pepe Reyes Cup, which is the equivalent of the Community Shield. We've got a corner here, and the ball's been cleared. Dylan Faulkner will get there. He's a striker, almost our furthest back player. Yep, pass it to our centre half. And the other centre half, Jamie, pass it out to Glenn Gilbert. Ball in, Dylan Faulkner. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper. And it remains at 1-0. But as I said before, this is completely different from doing sports previews videos because I don't know what I'm going to happen next, what the next highlight's going to be, when the next highlight's going to be. So it's try to get used to it again because it's something that for me doing darts videos for almost 2 years and sports videos for almost 2 years, it's hard to adjust. So hopefully in time I adjust to these videos and I become quite successful because I think there's a gap in the Football Manager market that I can go into and really exploit. And being a continual uploader in the market, I think that I can be a force in the market of Football Manager. And obviously I'm going to do Football Manager videos next season. The saves I've done in this season so far offline, I've done a Portsmouth save which lasted I think 6 seasons, and then I just stopped doing it because I couldn't get any higher up in the championship. Then we did a Motherwell save which ended up getting sacked with Motherwell, and ended up then trying doing a challenge, winning all the Champions League. It was a Hexagon challenge because I added in New Zealand from the official Steam download, but I just couldn't do it. Then I did 6 months with Tottenham and found it really boring. And then I watched Work the Space do a Gibraltar save with his made up team, Gibraltar Apex, and I thought that'd be a great save for me to do. That's a great save, by the way, by Craig Quinn, the former Hamilton man, just saved us there. But I thought I would do this save, and as you see, this is our 9th season on this save, and we're going to make it 10 seasons next season. We're going to start with the Champions League at the start of next video. It'll be interesting to see. I think we're entering the first qualifying round. We were hoping to get to at least the 3rd qualifying round of the Champions League before we get put into Europa League, and hopefully we can win the playoffs this time and advance into the group stage. But we need very good draws and luck to be on our side. Dylan Faulkner bears through and goal and makes it 2-0. That should be the match now. That was all due to a great save by Craig Quinn earlier in this half, and we've now made it 2-0 with Dylan Faulkner. The former Motherwell man has made it 2-0. He's still with Motherwell in real life. He's a youngster just now. He's a very talented player in real life, but interested to see if he can make the transition from under 20 football to first team football. We hope like to make a change just now since we're getting on a little bit, and we could make a change. We could take off Glenn Gilbert, but we've got no one to bring on. We'll change him around and we'll take off Glenn Gilbert and we'll bring on, which one will we bring on? We'll bring on Templeman because he's not played for a little while, and that's the only other sub. We'll leave the other sub. In fact, we'll take off Dylan Faulkner after that goal and bring on Grant Smith. We'll take off a Scottish player, bring on another Scottish player. 65 minutes played, so hopefully nobody's injured in these last 25 minutes. We are 2 goals up, and here's another highlight, so hopefully we can make it 3 goals up here. We're starting to get a foothold in Gibraltar. We're starting to play more consistent. That was the problem. We weren't consistent enough in Gibraltar. In the last little while, we have really picked up our game. Oh, that's a good decent save by the goalkeeper from Jaden Parody. He could have made it 2 goals for the day and made it 3-0 in this cup final and really made it game over. But he didn't do so. But there in attack, when a good save, or brilliant save, oh, he just couldn't save the rebound. Could Craig Quinn, so it's 2-1 after the 66th minute. So interesting, now we need to hold on. We weren't needing to hold on before at 2-0, but now we really need to hold on to this match and really stop this match going 2-all in this cup final. So let's see what will happen in the next highlight. We're just waiting for the next highlight, that's the thing. It's a bit of a waiting game on these things. Maybe I could speed up the play between highlights a little bit. Let's just check that I can speed it up a little bit more. Yep, it's quite quick just now, so I don't want to speed up any further than that. And we're close along to the end of the match. We've not had a highlight since the goal. Hopefully that stays the same. Or not, speaking of that, we've just jinxed it. But we've got a highlight here. We're on the attack. Ball goes into Gildersleeve, but the defender gets there first. The goalkeeper should clear this here, but how far is he got to clear it? That's the question. We had a winner. Oh, we've got a winner there. And it's on to Jaden Pardy out in the left wing. Into Gildersleeve. Oh, he should really make that 3-1. And if he makes that 3-1, the game's over. But there could be another highlight here. Oh no. The Kazakhstan international there, number 8, Sharuk, can't get the ball in, but this time, oh, great save from Grant Smith there. It was a great ball forward, and it was a real momentum change. We changed defence to attack very, very quickly, and we transitioned it very, very smartly there. Hopefully, there's no more highlights at the end of this match with 5 minutes left, and we'll pick up the Senior League Cup. And that's another trophy to put in the cabinet this season. 2 minutes added on time. We're just about to start that just now. And oh no, don't. Oh, this is going to be heartbreaking if they score here. Oh, it's Gildersleeve. Right, come on. Now we've got the attacking overload here. Gildersleeve should make score. Pass it to Jaden Parody. Yep. Goal 3-1, and we've won the cup. It's the 6th goal of the season, and we won't lose from 3-1 up. They really pushing men forward, and we took advantage of that. They've got a highlight after the goal, but it doesn't matter because this should be the end of the match. With only 15 seconds left, I don't see them scoring 2 goals and worrying us in this match. But they do kick the ball forward, and they do have half a chance. But Templeman's there to the rescue. Then Parody clears it. And we've won the Senior League Cup final against Angles by 3-1. Terrific match from us, and we'll say well done to our team, and we'll see how much money we've got from that. So as you see, with 3 goal scorers scoring 1 goal each, no one scored more than a goal in this competition, and we'll see how much money we pick up from that. So we'll just see. I think we'll have well done from the board and the fans. Let's have a little look. So lift that. As you see, we've collected a famous treble and made that 3 in a row in Senior League Cup matches. We'll send our assistant to do the press conference. As you see, we get £51,000, £58,000, sorry, for doing that. I was just looking down in the corner, the achievement we unlocked. As you see, we've picked up 3 in a row, and we picked up our achievement as well. So former player, he used to be our foreign midfielder. He was a very, very good player, retired at 34. As you see, played 69 matches and got us promoted to the first division from the second division. Kavanagh was the man of the match, and as you see, we've paid out £13,000 in bonuses. So until the Rock Cup final, which is going to take place in I think it's a week's time, the Rock Cup's going to take place on. And we'll just go into the Rock Cup just now. We'll just see. Yep, it's just over a week's time, so it's going to take place on the Monday against Magpies. I will see you then when we play Magpies. It's an away game we've got, so funnily enough, it's interesting in cup finals in Gibraltar. You do play home and away games, but because it's all the one stadium, it is a neutral venue, I suppose. So until the Monday, I will see you then for the second part of this video. So we jump into the second final of this episode. It's a Rock Cup final, and as you see in this screen, we have never ever won the Rock Cup. We've only been the finalists once, and that was a couple of years back when we played Lynx and as you see, we'll go to the final, and we played pretty poorly in the final, if I remember. We got beat 2-1, and it was a tight game, but we got beat in it. We're hoping to overturn that, but with this form we've had recently since that 5-0 defeat against Gibraltar Lions, we have been outstanding. We've not lost a game since then. We've not even drew a game since then. That's how good form we've been on. And it's been a decent second half of the season. Since we had a couple of losses against Lincoln Redhams and Gibraltar Lions, we have been excellent. That was the turning point of our season. That game and that game there. They two losses were very, very poor losses, because Mon Caps are a very, very poor team. Gibraltar Lions are a bit better team, but we shouldn't be getting beat 5-0 of them. So let's go into the match for the second match, and let's see who's out through injury. Again, we've got to only name 5 subs, and there's nobody really back from injury. I think we'll go with the same lineup that played in the Senior League Cup, with the 2 strikers up front. I'm quite happy with this team, so I'm just going to go with this team. As you see, he's quite tired in the middle of the park, so we could replace him, but he has been excellent in the last few games. We could replace him with Eric Rumble, but Eric Rumble hasn't been the most successful player in the last 5 matches, only with a 6.7. So we'll just stick with this team, and we'll go into the match and hopefully pick up another win, meaning win at the quadruple in the clean sweep this season so far. So we'll send assistant out to that interview, and we'll ask assistant, so he wants us to mark the central attacking midfielder quite close. They're playing 4-4-1-2, well 1-1, sorry, because 1-2 adds up to 12. So it's been a good run recently, and we're looking to impress. So we'll scroll up, and we'll give each and every single player "I have faith in you" message, because that generally works with these players. And most players look happy. They're not, they're listening keenly. Yep, so that's went well, that team talk. So let's get into the match. So if we do make it a quadruple, but the first time I've ever done it, because obviously I've never won the Rock Cup before. We won a double last season. We lost the Pepe Reyes Cup for the first time ever last season, but we bounced back by winning it this season, and we could make this a famous quadruple. So again, we're just waiting for this first highlight to really make this game start. As you see, I don't know what the assistants always come up with advice for, because it's completely useless, and I never ever use it. I've never used the assistant's advice once. The only time you ever use it if there's an injured player on the park, and obviously at that point you would take him off. But apart from that, I don't generally seem to use it, because you always seem to get our midfields being overrun by the opposition's midfield, and really I don't really want to win that midfield battle, because we're getting the ball out wide and we're getting the ball into the box. We're not crowding the middle of the park. So as you see with the highlights, we've had, as you see with the stats, we've had the better stats so far. 5 shots, 4 half chances so far, but we need to create one of these chances into a goal and not go with the 0-0, because the longer it says 0-0, the more Magpies will grow into the game. They finished top of the 2nd division, and after a real shock that them getting to the cup final here, but great credit to Magpies for getting to the cup final, and they've held their own so far in this cup final, and it's still 0-0 going into half time. So that's a big team talk coming up for me. Let's see, who's played poorly? Well, Dylan Faulkner's not had the greatest game, so we'll take him off and we'll bring on Grant Smith. He had a decent game last time out, so we'll make that one change at half time, and we'll say to the lads, we'll be assertive at half time, and we'll say, if we make it a goal, it'll make us favourites. Go out there and make it happen. Yep, it seemed to work for most players. So let's get back out there for the second half. As you see, our average rating's slightly above the Magpies average rating, and as we kick off, we're hoping to start on the front foot here. Nothing much generally happens in this first, and we'll just kick the ball at the park. It's been a highlightless game so far. It's been disappointing from both sides, if I'm being honest. I really did think this would be a closer cup final and really a longer video, because just now it's been quite a quick match and quite a quick episode this might be. This is episode 2, and I said before, we'll come back in a month's time with episode 3 in this game. which will probably be tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to upload these. I've uploaded this and recorded. I've recorded this the same day as episode 1. So episode 1's got to go out on Wednesday. No, Tuesday, sorry. Episode 1's got to go out on Tuesday. This won't go out on Wednesday because I'm busy on Wednesday. That's a good save by Craig Quint. So it probably will come out on Thursday. And the next episode might come out Saturday if we go to that schedule, because I've been quite busy with work, so I haven't been able to upload as many videos as I wanted to upload. But now doing Football Manager, I can now upload this when there's not darts on TV, so that now you're getting a mixture between Football Manager and darts on this channel. So I'm looking forward to it. It's something completely different, something I never thought I would do, something that I've always wanted to do. I've watched YouTubers and really thought I could want to achieve that, but I want to do it my way, which I don't want to just do it the normal way. I want to do it my way, which will be completely different, but use the same template as they use. So use their template, but change the format and really put my own stamp on it, hopefully, and make the series enjoyable. That's offside, so it won't count from Jaden Parody, so it still stays 0-0. So we're halfway through the second half, and really, to be fair, we really need to make a change, to be fair, because we haven't been very good in this match so far. We'll take off Connor Lang, who's been probably very disappointing, and we'll bring on, see this now, a debate, we'll bring on Matt Hanna. Now, that might be a controversial choice because he's the least conditioning out of the few and least match practice, and we might make a third sub. We might bring on Rumbo. Yep, that will do that. He's been one of our best players, but he's lacking in fitness, so we'll take him off the park. And now we've made all 3 subs, so we really need to get a goal now, because we don't want this match going to extra time. But oh, it's not our foul. That could be a red card, to be fair. Yep, or not. So as generally these things in the key highlights, if there's a foul, generally it could be for a red card, but no, this is for us. So now we're going to go on the front foot. Gildersleeve gets put in. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh no, Glenn Gilbert's going to hit this in the Rock Cup. I've never won the Rock Cup and Glenn Gilbert's going to hit a penalty. The 31-year-old Gibraltarian is going to hit this, so this could be nervous times, because I don't like him hitting penalties at the best of times. I really should take him off the penalties, but he did score his last in the last cup final. Oh dear. That is why he should be taking off penalties. Oh, it's a bad miss in a cup final for Glenn Gilbert. But we've got 15 minutes left to save this match. We're still 0-0, but if this does go in extra time, then we will be very disappointed, because we're lacking in fitness just now. We're just waiting for this next highlight, because hopefully it'll fall to us, and hopefully it'll be 90 minutes. We did have a couple of late goals in our last few matches. In fact, in the semi-final we did score a winner in the 90th minute with Grant Smith, so hopefully he can replicate the feat here. 2 minutes added on time. We're just starting that just now. It's nervous times. Oh, we're going into extra time in the Rock Cup final. So we have had a dramatic end to this. The fans have been fantastic so far. Go out and give them a trophy. That's my team talk at the end of 90 minutes. I've got 30 minutes to try and win this before we go to penalties. Before we go to that lottery, we really need to win this before it goes to penalties. We cannot rely on penalties, because we're quite poor at penalties. As you've seen, Glenn Gilbert missed a penalty in 90 minutes. We have been the better team with more shots. As you see, we had 14 shots in this match compared to Magpies 9. This has been quite a boring. Oh no, just speaking of that now, there is a highlight. We need to step up, take the ball off them here. We can't let them have the ball in this much space. Push out. The midfield needs to push out there. And Jaden Paddy needs to really close this down. Yeah, oh no, it's a red card. Glenn Gilbert's been sent off. He's had a mare. He's had a complete nightmare. So what are we going to do now? We now need to change this about. We'll push Parody right to left back, and we'll go with We'll push him into the... Oh no, we really need a winger. We'll need to see if someone can drop shot. No, he can't drop shot. He really can't drop shot. I'll push him into the middle of the park. In fact, no, we'll undo that last one. We'll play like this. We'll play like this. We'll play the 4-3-2-1 and still try and get a goal here, because we don't want to get too defensive, but we don't want to lose this cup final in extra time. That would be more gutting if we lost this. We've got a chance just now. Get the ball in the box. We need to get this ball in the box here. Bob Cowland's got the ball in. Oh, I made it 1-0. Grant Smith scored the one. This potentially could be the winning goal. There's shouts at offside. It hasn't been given. Magnificent goal. Our 15th shot on target and make it 1-0. We are going to keep going attacking here, because I've went defensive far too many times on this save and lost a goal. So we're going to keep the attacking play going and hope that we don't concede by matching fire with fire, because they're going to come out us at this second half of extra time. So we need to be quite resilient in this second half, and we're going to fight fire with fire. They just got a shot and just shot the shot on goal there, for a couple of shots in goal in this second half of extra time, but we're holding them out just now. 5 minutes left. We could change this to defensive, but we're not going to. I'm so nervous. We've got 1 minute added on time. Oh no, there's 25 seconds left. There's still one last chance. This could be one last chance for them. Don't make it to penalties. Don't score. Rombo's won the ball. What a tackle. Get the ball forward. Just punt it anywhere. We've won the quadruple. We've won the Rock Cup for the first time ever, and we've completed the famous quadruple. They made us sweat for it there, but we've got the job done. Everyone's delighted with my team talk, and Grant Smith scored 2 goals in the Rock Cup. That was a stressful match, and as you see, we've done the quadruple, even though it says do the double. I don't know why it's came up with that, but as you see, we've came up with the quadruple, and the fans are delighted with a 1-0 result. As you see, we'll send assistant. We've got 51,000 again for winning the Gibraltar Rock Cup final, and it's moving up in popularity. It's now just ahead of the Junior Cup in Scotland as the 85th best ranked thing in cup competition. Glenn Gilbert's given a 1-match ban. We won't give him anything because we did win. We continue our tradition, and it's a fantastic thing that we have done. So we're 1 match away from getting the sack in our second season. We had to get 15 points at the start of the second season. No, we had to get 13 points out of 15, and we just got that. We drew 1 game and we won the other 4. So as you see, we've done it, and we've paid out £26,000 in squad bonuses. And if you're wondering how good the Gibraltar League is just now, we're the 123rd best league. Hopefully push up going into next season. And in Europe, we are about the 250th best club in the coefficient. We'll just look up that as well just now, because we're going up every year, and we'll just go down to us just now. As you see, we are 258, so we've got to be at 6.33 next season, so that'll push us up another few places. Hopefully that'll push us up to close to the 200 mark. It won't push up too far, but we'll push up again. As you see, with Gibraltar's nations qualifying, the qualifying places just now, we're going to the Champions League, and we'll go into the Champions League at the first qualifying round. So we'll have 1 month off till we return in July. We're in June just now, so we'll return in July for the first qualifying round, so it won't be much of a break for our players. But until the first qualifying round of the Champions League, I will see you then. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on the video, or if you want to leave any feedback on this video, you can do so via the comment section below or via my Twitter, which will also be in the description below. And this has been an enjoyable save, an enjoyable first 2 videos on Football Manager. So until another time when I preview and upload the episode 3 on this save, which will be the Champions League qualifiers, I will see you then. Goodbye.